Let me notify people that I am live on social media. So good morning to everybody. It is 11 p.m. in Vienna. So how is everybody doing? If you are available, join me. Let us spend this beautiful morning together. So this morning we are going to look at religion and politics. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Paul by Waters is in the building. Sunshine is here. Good morning to everybody. Paul by Waters, I see you big time. Thank you for the likes. So, where are my homies at? Where are my homies at? Where are those? Where are my guys on YouTube? Join me. Falling. Let's go. Sunshine. That means the sun shines every day of your life. Sylvester. Ubi Anke. Good morning to you, Sylvester. Yes, sir. Nobody has joined me. I have my biggest fan on TikTok and YouTube. Facebook is still coming up. So, Las Vegas, guten Morgen. Es ist noch 11 Uhr in der Früh. Vormittag, 11 Uhr Vormittag in Wien. So, guys, you know what is Wien? Wien is Vienna. Wien is Deutsch Sprache, that is Deutsch Worte. Yeah, so, you know, here in Vienna, when I see somebody from Germany, Swiss, Tyrol, we have South Tyrol and North Tyrol. Somebody from Vorarlberg, Zurich, I know the dialects. I know all their dialects. So, most Germans, when they come, a lot of the highest immigrants are Germans, followed by Romanians. So whenever, I meet Germans and we speak, I tell them, Sie sind aus Deutschland. They say, ja, wie haben Sie das gewusst? Wie wussten Sie das? I say, yes, I know it because I know the dialects. I'm an old school in Vienna. I know everybody. They say, wunderbar. They say, hey, man, say to be sehr intelligent. I say, I'm so intelligent, man. Yes. I know, even by looking at, I know Europeans, how they look like. If I see somebody from Eastern Europe, I know that this person is Eastern Europe. No matter, even if the person has blonde hairs. If I look at their nose, their ears, the shape of their face, I know this person is from Poland. I know Hungarians. I know everybody. This life is beautiful. I'm not telling you a lie. When I see somebody, a typical Austrian, I know. When I see somebody from Germany, I know. But I can tell you about Eastern Europeans a lot. Romanians, if I see somebody from Romania, Bulgaria, I know instantly this person is from Romania. Even if the person was born here, but by the physical, the face form, I know. Shibike is watching me on Facebook, but you are not liking, you are not sharing. You need to show your brother love. Ford Masterford. That name heavy. Ford Masterford. I keep wondering, how come I have so many core fans on YouTube and TikTok? I have core fans on YouTube and TikTok, but Facebook is just still coming up. Man, I bought a new phone, you know. I bought a new phone for my Facebook, and All these things they are saying, iPhone 15, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, all those things are bullshit. So I see you, Master Ford, complete master. I bought a new iPhone 10 Pro Max. I think, what's the name? It's sharper than even all these big phones. Just names. This phone I'm using on Facebook is sharper than the rest. And the rest are so expensive. Ford, Master Ford is in the building. How you doing? Good to see you. Canary King is watching. Good morning to you on YouTube. Canary King. These are my people. They are there every day. Each time I go live, there are people always there watching. My core fans. You got it. People that like me naturally. They like to hear me. They like hearing me speak. Yes. Some people come. They just hate me for nothing. I don't owe them. I don't beef them. Mobile, good morning to you. They beef me. I did them nothing. So guys, this morning we are going to discuss politics and religion. Politics and religion, that's what we are going to discuss this morning. So bring in more people. Let's go. Bring in more people, let's go. We are going to discuss politics and religion. I want to see Monique Phillips. Good morning to you. Monique Philip. When I was in Africa, when I was in elementary school, when I was still learning how to pronounce words, if I see Samsung, I see you. If I see something like this, Monique, you know how we pronounced it? I would pronounce it Monique. Monique. Okay. Chambers, I see you. Chambers, I see you. Good morning to you. That time, do you know how I pronounced Mozambique? When I was, do you know how I pronounced Mozambique when I was small? Guess what? That time, there is, because I can argue for Africa. I know how to argue. That time, if I see Mozambique, I will pronounce it Mozambique. Mozambique. And if you try to correct me and tell me it is Mozambique, then you are looking for my trouble. Can and Sugar. So this is you on Facebook. Good to see you. Can and Sugar. Requel Chambers. Your name is heavy. So then, instead Mozambique, I pronounced it Mozambique. And if you tell me it is, if anybody try to correct me, tell me, no, this is not Mozambique. You have me to contend with. We are going to fight. To me, it was Mozambique. Job, I see you. Good morning to you. I'm doing good. Yesterday, Sister Kim joined us, and I asked the sister, where are you watching me from? She said, USA. I said, which state in USA? She said, the States. She mentioned. When I was in Africa, that state, she said she lives in Ohio. Ohio. Then in Africa, I called it Ohio. There is not Ohio because it is spelled O, this is how we call it then. Spell it O-H-I-O. Ohio. And you tell me Ohio. That is how white people call it. But we call it Ohio. Well, guys, good morning to you. And welcome to my... Ohio is close to Ohio, very close. Yes, so if I see Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Mozambique, you are telling me it is Mozambique. When I see Kwe there. So guys, you are welcome to my broadcast this morning. How's everybody doing? This morning is going to be an interesting broadcast. So guys, you are welcome. Now we are going to talk about religion and politics. Like I promised you yesterday, we are going to discuss about South Africa. South Africa. Well, you know, I have a lot of South African fans. Yes. Some of them are living in Europe. Some are living in South Africa. And you know who I am. You know me very well. I like keeping it real. I cannot say because I have South African fans and refuse to say and don't speak the truth. I cannot do it. Well, South African blacks betrayed other black people in Africa. Other people. They betrayed their African brothers and sisters in Africa. I'm keeping it real this morning. South African blacks forgot so quick. South African blacks forgot so quick, so soon. Yesterday, well, I don't want to rush this topic. When I was living in Africa, well, you know, I don't want to, see, let me tell you this morning, I'm not reading comments because I don't want to be distracted and I'm here to speak my mind. The whole African countries supported South African blacks, fought to liberate them from the chains of apartheid. The whole African countries fought to liberate South African black people from apartheid regime. Back then in the 80s, early 80s then, a lot of African musicians, reggae artists, sang liberation songs for our South African brothers. Videos were made because that was the only way to spread their plight, to tell their story. We watched videos, films, movies like Sarafina. We watched videos like Sarafina. I watched it. When I watched that video, Sarafina, while watching it, I cried. Nigerian musicians like Sonny, what's the name? Sonny Okoson, Majek Fashek, and Ras Kimono, a lot of great African musicians sang liberation song for our South African brothers and sisters. That did not end. Mandela, Oliver Tambo, they lived in Nigeria and many other countries. They came and they sought refuge. They were given even African passports, like so many passports, African passports to move around. These freedom fighters, South Africa, many ran away when they were wanted in South Africa because all this, that apartheid, that white minority rule was chasing them. Who gave them refuge? Who gave them refuge? Neighboring African countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, the rest of them gave them refuge. Even for those of you who don't know, Mandela and the rest, Oliver Tambo, were awarded Nigerian citizenship. They were given Nigerian passports and many other African passports to move around. If given free housing, free everything. Again, many African countries fought to extinguish apartheid regime. Then Mandela came out of prison after spending 27 years in prison. Mandela came out. Apartheid regime was destroyed. Apartheid regime was destroyed. Now listen, some African people, a lot of African men and women began to migrate to South Africa, believing these are my people. We followed to fight to liberate you. Yes, Africans, other Africans like Zimbabwe, Zambia, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghanaians, anybody, they felt like this is home for them. These are our brothers. We have rights to go there and make a living and enjoy, live with our people. That's why you see many Nigerians, they feel they have rights to live in South Africa. Ghanaians, Zimbabweans, and the rest. They feel they fought to destroy apartheid regime. Then guess what? As time went by, these South Africans don't want to see fellow Africans in their country. They don't want to see fellow black people in their country. You guys saw how many times they carried out xenophobic actions against fellow Africans. This is social media because I'm on Facebook. I don't want to tell you how they unalived other African people. And during these xenophobic attacks, they only fought their African brothers and sisters. Listen attentively. During these xenophobic attacks, South African blacks did not fight the Indians. They did not fight the Chinese. They did not fight the Arabs. They did not fight European people. The only people they fought, they held grudges against, they fought, were their fellow African brothers and sisters who helped them, who fought to liberate them from white minority rule, who sacrificed, if not for other African countries, South African black people would have still be under, apartheid regime till this day. Who do you think sponsored that regime, that apartheid regime? Some European countries and Israel. Don't you know? Yes, Israel supported apartheid regime in South Africa. And many European countries supported apartheid regime in South Africa. It is an open truth. Do you understand me now? So, if not for fellow African brothers and sisters, they would still be in slavery today. I read about and I saw films about Soweto massacre. I think that was 1977 or 76. So eventually, when my South African brothers and sisters became liberated, when they became free, they began to fight. That is, they began to bite the finger that fed them. They began to fight the people that liberated them. How ungrateful can a people be? Okay, now let's go further. So, anytime they organize, what's it called? Xenophobic attacks, they only attacked black people. Only black people. Businesses, I saw, the videos are still online. I saw how they destroyed people's businesses. How they destroyed people's businesses. How they unalived fellow Africans brutally. Thank you for the roses, I appreciate. Joy, I see you. Thank you. Joy, I see you. I appreciate you. How they unalived fellow Africans brutally. Now, ever since they got free from apartheid regime, Black people living in South Africa don't have peace till today. Black immigrants in South Africa don't have peace till today. Let me also remind you, you know Lucky Dube. Lucky Dube was shot. Lucky Dube was unalived because the assassinators thought he was a Nigerian. The assassinators thought Lucky Dube was a Nigerian. So they thought they wanted to delete a Nigerian life. You understand what I mean? It was later they realized that Lucky Dube wasn't a Nigerian. So, now, you remember this, even the last straw that made me feel so bad. I said, this is no longer normal. Was this Miss South Africa or Miss, this woman, what's the name of this Nigerian woman that was born in Africa? That beauty, what's the name of, if I remember the girl's name, Chidinma, who got to the final stage of the beauty pageant. They had to remove her because she is an African woman of Nigeria descent. They hate Nigerians so much. They fought to remove Chidinma. And who won that beauty pageant? White people, European people came first and second. They are happy to fight and their fellow. They were happy that Chidinma, a lady born in South Africa, was removed. They were happy that the lady was removed. Their fellow black sister, they fought her till the girl resigned. How about Julius, Malema, who is campaigning for open borders? They are fighting him. They don't support him. They rejected him. They said they voted against Julius Malema. And instead, they voted a white candidate. Black South Africans supported a white presidential candidate and voted against their Julius Malema because Julius Malema spoke about a united Africa, borderless Africa. They don't want it. South Africans don't want borderless Africa. They don't want united Africa. Now let me go further. As you watch me, share this broadcast so that other people can join us. Now let's go. So this hatred flows not all because responsible, very responsible South African men and women. There are so many South Africans now who have traveled outside and know what life is. But some traveled outside, they still remain primitive. Yes, some are outside, but they still remain primitive. Let's go further. Now, I saw a video where a black South African woman was complaining. I saw a video where a black South African woman was complaining. Guess what she was saying? This black South African woman said, she was complaining in her video. She said, listen, in South Africa, there are over 2 million white immigrants from Europe, from Italy and the rest of them. Over 2 million white immigrants in South Africa. Listen to me. These people, they are not documented and nobody disturbs them. They work and earn a lot of money in South Africa. Nobody, they are undocumented. Because they are white people, nobody blinks an eyelid. Nobody looks towards their direction. Nobody. Because they are whites. And this one day I was on a live broadcast here. I spoke about it. One of my South African followers said, the woman said, Yes, white people can live in South Africa because they are not criminals. Yes, they can be illegal, but they are not criminals. A black South African woman, after that day, she stopped coming to my program. You see, the black South African woman said, do you know what she said? She said, yes, we are talking about 2 million illegal white people, Europeans in South Africa. The woman said, yes, they can stay there. That they are creating jobs and they don't commit crime. But the people committing crime in South Africa are their neighbors, black people from other African countries. Man, I could not believe it. And this woman lives in Europe. You see, self-hate. They love, see, a typical black man or woman, some not all. A black woman is saying white people are not criminals, black people are criminals. What even she did not condemn, say they are not supposed to live illegal in South Africa. They are not supposed to be illegal in South Africa. Do you know what people face in Europe just because they are illegal in the country? If you have no documents in any European country or any Western country, they treat you like a war criminal. If you have no documents, if you have no offensive berechtigung, the oppression, man, do you know what we faced? Just because we had no documents back then. They catch you on the road, on the streets, they handcuff you. The way they will grab you, let me tell you, a lot of people don't know. I just finished watching the video of a Kenyan woman who was deported from USA. This Kenyan woman told her story. I don't know across that video. She said she was awarded a scholarship to go study in US. You know what a scholarship is? So when she got to US, she discovered, they told her in the school that her tuition, the money, wasn't fully paid. That she had to, sponsor herself. So she had to start working to sponsor her education. At a time, it was too strenuous. She was selling papers and doing all sorts of odd jobs just to sponsor her education. At a time, she could no longer, cope. The school had to, remove her. So immigration saw that she wasn't going to school because she went to America as under scholarship level. So because the school dismissed her, so she had to run from immigration. She said she ran to Dallas, Texas. When she ran to Dallas, Texas, life wasn't easy. Immigration was chasing her up and down. From Dallas, Texas, she ran to California. Okay, there she was in California when the father died in Kenya. Because she had no documents to travel to Kenya, she sent money. And you know how it is, she has to still send money. She sent money to Kenya, to the family members to conduct the funeral ceremony. But asked them to send her the video of the funeral ceremony. She was, even at the time, she was homeless in United States. She said, as they sent the video, now the people who are in charge of where she was staying got the video now and began to watch the video. As they were watching the video, the woman stepped inside the room, asked them, this video you guys are watching was a private video sent to her. You guys are not supposed to watch the video. White people, they began to bully her. They were laughing when she stepped inside the room. Like, so this is your village, this is where you live. Look at the condition of your place, They began, she said, so from there, as they were discussing, the whole thing escalated. They called in the police. When the police came, these people, they laid false allegation. They charged the woman with assault and criminal assault, and they laid other allegations on the woman. So as they laid other allegations on the woman, they ended up finding the woman guilty, and she was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. That was how they discovered. First, they discovered that she had no documents in US. And the woman has been dodging. Even she said she had to pay somebody. She did contract marriage in order to stay in United States. Now, so when the police came, she was, after they charged her with assault, criminal assault, she was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. She served the 5 years in full. On the day she was to be released, as she was coming out of the prison gate, immigration police confronted her, arrested her again. Listen to this gist. Released after serving 5 years in prison for assault, criminal. She said she did not do nothing. This is how they lay, because she was a black woman. So after serving 5 years in prison, the day she was released, what happened? As they released her, they have already called immigration. Immigration were waiting for her at the gate. So as she thought, after 5 years, as she was leaving the premises, immigration police, they arrested her. They said, you are illegal in US. She served another 8 months in United States. The video is there. The woman is crying. She raped. She said she was, that is, treated inhumanly. She was treated as a subhuman. When I watched the video, man, then as immigration police arrested her, they kept her in prison for 6 months. She was finally deported. She struggled not to be deported because she found it a thing of shame to go back empty-handed after many years. So years in the United States, because she had no documents, was stress, struggle, oppression. Even she was beaten. Eventually, she was deported to Kenya, and she made that video for, what's the name of the Vice President Harris? What is the name? I forgot the name. The Vice President of US. She made that video to complain. She is seeking for justice. She is seeking for justice, but then I said, she said she was raped severally by the police and other people. And she got no justice because she is a black woman. Kamala Harris, she made that video for Kamala Harris. She directed that video to Kamala, seeking for justice. Now, imagine how the woman was treated in USA because she had no documents to live in the United States. You see, black people, we are not serious in this life. So that day I was talking about immigrants, white immigrants that are living in South Africa illegally. A South African woman who usually come to my program said, yes, they can live there because they are creating jobs and they are not committing any crime. That black people are selling drugs in South Africa, they are committing crimes, so they need to leave South Africa. She justified these illegal immigrants, European illegal immigrants in South Africa. These people are working in companies without even having, having legal, work permit. They don't have, they are not legal in the country. They work and earn money. The white South Africans covers them up. White South Africa gives them job, cover them up, protects their own because they are white. Black people are fighting each other. You see black South Africans fighting fellow black Africans. While white South Africans know very well that these European immigrants don't have documents, they cover them up. This is why I tell you, Europeans continue to dominate because they know the importance of unity. Africans hate themselves too much. Look at what's going on in South Africa. I will still take you guys back to what's going on in Nigeria, how these tribes are fighting each other. Now, South Africans love the white people. They don't even, anything white people, white South Africans do, they celebrate, they love them. They prefer white people to black people. They don't want to see black people. South African blacks don't want to see black people. They love white people. Now let me tell you, for those who don't know, there is a city called Orania in South Africa. This city in South Africa called Orania, no black is allowed to enter that place. No black person is allowed to enter that. This Orania, they have their own currency, they have their own government, they have, and only white people, whites are allowed in this Orania. White, no black person. And the black South Africans, they have no problem with it. Before I go further, I want to remind you, this page does not support violence in any way. It does not support oppression or intimidation of any kind. Let's go further. Now, these black South Africans, they know about this, the existence of this Orania. They know about this Orania, but they don't interest. They don't have problem with it because it is owned by white South Africans. How can you tell me that in South Africa, white people map an area, even they are seeking independence for that place, but that is not even the case. I'm here now to surprise you with another stuff. Guys, as you watch me, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Also, follow me on Facebook and on TikTok. Now, did you know that white people in South Africa now want to, create another country in South Africa called Western Cape? Go make your investigations. White people said, do you know their reasons? They say they don't understand themselves with black South Africans. They don't share the same culture. They don't share this, nothing in common. Listen. White South African, these South African whites say they want their own country, Western Cape. They have nothing in common with black South Africans. I saw the video. Go, man, I'm giving it to you live and direct. This is, go search it. I saw the video live. The man, they were boldly. Something you talk in some country will be arrested instantly. They said, see, I'm making this video because these black South Africans, they have no mouth. These blacks, shame, not all of them, they are irresponsible ones. The people they claim to love now is rejecting them. These black South Africans, those foolish ones, the people they claim to love now, they are protecting, they want to live with, is rejecting them. Say they don't want to share the same country with them. The people you are fighting, your brothers, you are, because of them, because of the white South Africans, you are fighting your fellow Africans. They say they don't want to live with you. They said they want to live in a first world country. They want to live like in a first world country. They said they want to live like civilized people. Man, watch the video now. Go watch. The man spoke it. He said they want to live like in a first world country, like civilized people. That they don't share anything in common with these black South Africans. Hey! When I saw the video, I was shocked. I said, where are my South African brothers and sisters? These people you are fighting, protecting, you love so much, are denying you. They have rejected you. These people you see, they have rejected you. They said you are primitive. They don't want to live with you. You think they will love you before? How do you think a people that enslaved you, you think they will love you? This is why I titled this program, Politics and Religion. African people have refused to wake up. Let me leave South Africa now. Let's go to religion. Let me leave South Africa for now. Let me go to religion. A people that came to Africa, enslaved you, colonized you, later turned back. When they gave you religion, you embraced it. You accepted. You did not think if religion was good, if religion can help mankind, they wouldn't give it to you. If religion would benefit African people, these people will not. You see the Arabs, you see the Europeans, they will not bring Christianity or Islam to Africa if religion will actually help African people. So, but let me just concentrate on why African people have failed to use their brain. Just like what is going on in South Africa now. South African black people thought a people that held them down in bondage for 400 years will love them. This is not hate speech. How long were they under apartheid regime? Over 400 years. You thought these people would love you. That's it. So, now, man, when I came to Europe, traveled, my eyes opened. That was when I was blind. But now, I can see. So, this is why, when I look at people who are talking about Christianity and Islam, I laugh at them. They are still in the dark, to be honest. This religion was man-made to control and dominate you, I swear. There is nothing like heaven or hell. There is nothing like that. And more, let me tell you, for those of you who don't know, when I found these things out, I regretted a lot. I wasted so much time. But, well, now let me tell you, I later realized that Christianity, Islam, and Judaism is Abrahamic religion. Abrahamic religion. These three religions is from Abraham. Who was Abraham? Who was Abraham? Now, was Abraham an African man? Who was Abraham's father, according to the story? Terah. Terah, the father of Abraham, had no religion, knew no God. He did not know any God. They were idol worshippers. They were idol worshippers. They are from Ur of Chaldeans. Yes, Abraham was originally from Ur of Chaldeans. That is ancient Mesopotamia, today's Iraq. That's Iraq, ancient Mesopotamia. Now, so these are the religions that Africans embraced. But let me leave it there. Now, the Arabs came to Africa. A lot of people don't know. Enslaved African people. Arabs came first. Arabs invaded Africa first. Listen to me attentively. Arabs began to steal African people before transatlantic slave trade. This Arab slave trade lasted for 1,200 years. 1,200 years. And transatlantic slave trade lasted for about 400 years or thereabouts. All these people, because you don't want to use your brain, all these people turned back to bring their religion to you. You accepted. God spoke to them. God spoke to them, to their people. God did not speak to you. God has to go to them to come and tell you. Why did God talk to you direct? Why didn't that God speak your language? Talk to you in language. And God has to tell another people he loves to come and tell you. How come you believed that what? Were you there when God told them? Were when God told them? They told you and you believed. But I tell you now, you will not believe. As a black man, you will not believe my own. Were you there when God were telling these prophets or wherever? Were you there? God, a God that his story is in a book. A God that his story is in a book. People need to come from afar, from another continent to tell you, man, you better wake up. You better wake up. You don't use your brain, you don't ask questions. God should speak to me. Because you know what? They used religion to make you their subjects. You are under them. Follow. Why don't they follow your religion? Follow your ways. Or do you think colonization? Colony, what's it? I think colonization. What do you think it did to Africa? It destroyed our culture, our way of life, everything about us. When a people is colonized, they destroy everything about you. Impose their life, their traditional attire on you. They impose everything. And after generation, this generation, because you were born into Islam or into Christian, it is not God-given. Religion was created by man. Religion was created by man as a tool to dominate and control people. Where is the God? Why hasn't he spoken since then? So he spoke to those prophets then. For 2,000 years, he's no longer speaking. He should, because they say he's alive, he should continue to speak. Why did he speak 2,000 years ago and he's no longer speaking now? He spoke to them 2,000 years. They wrote it in Quran and in Bible. Why is he not speaking now? He spoke that time. Today he's no longer speaking. Guys, give me 1 minute. Stand back. 1 second. Now, listen to me. Write your own religious book as an African. Let me give you. Write your own religious book as an African. Go tell Arabs or Europeans or Asians that God said and see if they will believe you. They will chase you away. They say, which God? Write your own religious book. Tell them that God spoke to you. Go tell them, spread the message. Tell them that God said. They will say God cannot talk to a black man. God doesn't, they will tell you God does not talk to a black man. God only talks to people like them. And you believe it. You don't think. This is why Chinese people, they are progressing. They are becoming stronger, mighty. See Japanese, see the rest. Because they are on their own. African people are only following. You follow people's religion. You follow people's form of government. You follow people, everything. Pastors and these imams. See the imams, how are they dressed? They dress like Arabs. Pastors, how do they dress? They dress like English people. Pastor believe he has to wear coats and tie, even under African hot weather condition. So if they wear their traditional attire, that God will not hear their prayer. They cannot preach. In order to preach to their congregation, they need to wear English attire. In order for imams in Africa to preach to their congregation, they need to wear long gown, dress like an Arab. Is that not colonial mentality? That is colonial mentality. Pure. They sell, they manufacture, and you buy. That is the system. You are docile, you are submissive. They manufacture, you buy. Don't manufacture. Anything they manufacture, they sell to African people. You buy it. You are happy. Manufacture, they will reject it. They will never accept it. They will not buy it. The black man manufactured it. Yes, that's how they manufactured the religion. You embraced it. Tell me anything about African people that they are celebrating. I need to say it. Tell me one thing. Even FIFA World Cup, everything you see that the Europeans are the ones dominating. FIFA World Cup, Olympic, whatever, everything. Festival, sports festival are from abroad, from the white. Which one is from Africa? There is anything you come up with, they pull it down. Anything you come as a black man, anything you come up with, let me tell you now, if you don't know, so that you know. They gave you promise of heaven. Say all humans will live together as one. In South Africa now, the South African white people, I just want to use this now. They say they don't want to live with South African black people. They want to have their own country. Here on earth, they are rejecting you. And you are believing that when you die, you share heaven with who? Who are you sharing heaven with? Who are you going to share the heaven with? I'm asking you. Here on earth, they don't want to share country with you. Hey! You don't want to think. So you're not thinking. Here on earth, South Africans say black South Africans are primitive. The video is online. They say they want to have Western Cape, a country of their own. They want to live like civilized people, that they don't share anything, cultural similarities. They don't share cultural similarities with black people, black South Africans. They don't have the same ideology, that black South Africans are backward. So they don't want to share a country with you. You believe you will share heaven with them. Where is the heaven? Where is the heaven? Ordinary visa. Ordinary visa. Go get a visa. You know that it's lies. Go to embassy and apply for visa. Say you want to come to the West. Go to apply. You know that here on earth, they don't want to live with you. You are hoping, you and who is going to stay in that heaven? When you die, you go to heaven, you believe. See how they deceived you. They deceived you. Here on earth, you are poor, and they are building their countries, developing, getting stronger, richer, living, enjoying their lives. And you are hoping when you die, you go to heaven. Here on earth, you cannot pay rent. You believe you have mansion in heaven. On earth, you are homeless. You still believe that there is somewhere you have mansion. You go to heaven. You don't want to wake up. Pastors, imams, all of them, if they are sick, they go to hospital. They don't want to die and go to that heaven. If they escape plane crash, they thank God. They are happy. If they escape a motor accident, they are happy. If they see danger, they run away. They don't want to go to heaven. You don't ask yourself, if truly there is heaven, why don't they die and go to that heaven? If they have heart attack, go to money for heart transplant. kidney transplant. You are sick. Die now and go and stay with God in heaven. You don't want to die. When people die, you begin to cry. Why are you crying? That's double standard. You are not supposed to cry because that person is in heaven. Why are you crying? The person is in a good place with God. I mean, he's in God's hands. Why is the person crying? Why are you crying? Keep fooling yourself. A bishop was kidnapped in Africa. This bishop that is preaching about heaven and hell was kidnapped about 2 years ago. The kidnappers demanded 100 million. Too much money then, Nigerian currency. This bishop called people and they paid 100 million to the bishop. He came out and he was dancing and singing and thanking his whatever. He's singing and dancing. I asked myself, this bishop, why didn't he die why did he pay the ransom when he knew that if he dies, he will go to heaven and spend time? He said it was never time for him to die. This, you don't ask questions. If he was sure that heaven is real, why didn't he say, okay, why did he pay the ransom? Why can you not think, why did that bishop pay ransom? He paid ransom to be free. He would have accepted it and said, okay, this is time to go and meet his creator and go to heaven, where he will be happy forever after. You don't think? They told you believe it. If you know that heaven is real, why run away from danger? Here you are walking to pay bill. You parent, you suffer, you stress yourself, you get sick. They say in heaven, there is sadness, there is no stress. Everything is, heaven, everything is going well. But you are stressing yourself on earth. Why don't you die and go to the heaven where you have no stress? Don't allow yourself to be deceived. Stop deceiving yourself. Do you understand me? And build your life. Well, guys, I came out this morning and said I want to share, this beautiful. I want to spend an hour with you guys. Somebody said South Africa is heaven on earth. 1 second, guys. And my son, each time my son go outside, he will come back with all this schnuffen, kata. If he touch a thing, if I touch it, I will catch it. That's why I'm having runny nose. Well, there is a reason why you have your brain. Use your brain to think. This life is about who dominates who. It's about who dominates who. That's the reality of life. If you're weak, they dominate you. And people deploy every tactics to dominate, to be on top. They use both psychological means, every other means to be on top, to be honest. And the Africans, we are the ones that are gullible. Africans are the ones that are very cheap. The ones that they can buy over, they can talk to, they believe. I was like that before, but now my eyes are open. Life is about who is the head, who is the master, superiority, who is the superior race. And this is politics and game. African, they use every means, both religion, politics, any means to dominate. Tell them stories. You know nothing about the reality of life, to be honest. Raise superiority. Raise pride. This is what this life is about. The winner remains on top. It is like that. But Africans have not realized it. Africans don't know it. You continue to pray. You continue to pray and call on God. What has happened? Is Africa developed? And look at the people, many countries that are not Christians, they are not Muslims. They are rich and powerful. Like Japan, China, South Korea, so many countries. Rich and powerful. You've been praying for generations. This is the time you keep praying while they steal your resources and develop their countries. You are dreaming when you die, when you physically die, you go to heaven. Here on earth, be poor. Here on earth, be poor, be suffering, suffer hunger. No infrastructures in your country. Go to Africa and see how people are suffering. Why don't you tell yourself, this life you are sure of, this life you are sure of, you are supposed to enjoy it. This life we are, you are not enjoying it. It is all suffer. Some people were born and all through their life, they suffered all through their life. African people. Where you see the greatest, where you see the highest suffering in this world is in Africa. And Africa is the richest continent. Africa is the richest continent, but they are the poorest. Why? Because they brainwashed you. They deceived you. Let's go and deceive them. These are Mughals. Let's go tell them stories. They will be us, we are white. Tell them stories. They plan. Instead of prayer, why don't they, instead of religion, why don't they introduce science and technology to you? How did they come to Africa? Then they came through ship. Instead, why haven't they introduced science and technology to African people? Every year, every now, they say, come and borrow money. They borrow you money, and then they tell you they will be taking it back from natural resources. They'll be taking your crude oil, your diamond, food. They print the money somewhere and say, Mugu, take. You take, and they'll be carrying your mineral resources. They tell you, pray, keep praying. Believe there is heaven. They scared you with religion. You understand me? Religious, if you go to religious people, but the poorest, why hasn't God answered your prayer? Fridays you are in the mosque, Sundays you are in the church. Why hasn't God answered your prayer? Every time you carry the Quran, you carry the Bible. God said, where did God say? Where did Allah say? Inside a book. Because if the Almighty is supposed to talk directly to us, let him talk to us, not through a book. God said, what is written in the book is written. Let him talk, communicate. If you want to tell me about God, you carry Quran, or you carry Bible, you carry Torah. Don't you know that this is scam? This is scam. It's not joke. You need to tell me about God through what you bring a book. You begin to tell me look at what they said. Who said it? Who wrote it? Look at what God said here. Not God that said that thing can talk to me now. He should talk to me now. or to every other person. We need to hear his voice. You stay. They say he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. If he spoke that time, 2,000 years ago, he's supposed to still speak now. Let him speak to me, speak to other people. African people, wake up. You see now what's going on in South Africa. White people have rejected you once again. They said they will share the same country with you, black people. You say you've seen it. They come out openly. They said you guys are primitive. People that refuse to a country with you, you are expecting they will share heaven with you. Keep dreaming. See, the Bible serves no purpose for the people of Africa. What is in vogue now, what is helping the world today, what is technology. Technology. The religious book is not serving any purpose. Look at what you are watching me in our life. This is technology. This is what we need. Tell me what use, what purpose the Bible or the Quran or the Torah is serving. Tell me. You're telling me a story of what happened 2,000 years ago. Story. You're telling me stories of the world is moving forward. And you are bringing the world about camel, donkeys, when there was no bicycle. You are telling me stories. A story of what happened 2,000 years ago. Of what use is that story in today's world? I'm asking you, of what use is the story of what happened 2,000 years ago? God is supposed to update now because this is age of internet. This is internet age. Because then there was no social. He should talk to me online. Now this is no longer, there is internet two-gang everywhere. Let him talk to all of us online. Let him talk, as you are, get a text message from God. Say he is God. Let him talk to you. You go to Africa. You see some people, they say in the book of Corinthians, Bible book of this. Who are you from Corinthia? Are you from Corinthia? St. Paul's letter to the Galatians, the Corinthians, the Tarsus. St. Paul, which letter did St. Paul write any letter to Okporo? Or did St. Paul write any letter to Nigerians, to Africa, to Cameroonians, to Ghanaians, to Kenyans? Did he write any letter to you? You are all what you are talking about. Stephen, St. Paul. What does Stephen mean in your language? What's the meaning of Stephen? You don't even know the meaning. What is the meaning of David? The meaning of Mark? You are just bearing names, you don't know the meaning. This is what every one of us. What does Solomon mean? You see that colonial mentality. African people are still in mental slavery. If you talk to me, say the Bible say, the Quran say. What did you say? What the Bible say? So I need to live my life according to what the Bible, the Quran, what it was written in a book. The God that spoke to those people that time, 2,000 years ago, is not dumb now. So after speaking 2,000 years ago, he became dumb. He should speak to us again now. So since that time, he cannot speak anymore. There are no prophets. So those prophets, after that time, you cannot think. After that, those prophets, no more, there are no longer prophets. And these prophets are dead. Where are the new prophets that God needs to speak to? He spoke to them that time. He used Moses and the rest of them. After using Moses, he stopped working. After using Moses and Aaron and all the whole people that are written, he stopped working. He don't want to use people anymore. There are no prophets. They stopped burning prophets. Guys, use your brain. Use your brain. Well, guys, my name is Roddy. You better follow this page. Don't forget to go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Facebook and TikTok. You understand? Now, use your brain. That's why you have brain. Use your brain to think. What? Yeah, yes, Africa. See, the God, sometimes when you stay on your own, use your brain. So that God that spoke to them, he divided the Red Sea, he spoke to Moses, he spoke to Aaron, he spoke to all of them. Bible and listen. Today he's no longer speaking. How did he speak to them? In which language? Which language? How many of you, did you ask the people that brought that Quran and that Bible, did you ask them, which language did the God speak? They just told you. Which language did he speak? Let's start from there. They say he spoke. Which language did he speak? I'm asking you, which language did he speak? You don't know, but you believe. They told you, blessed are those that did not see, but believe. They scammed you. How can you believe what you did not see? How can you, they told you, believe what you did not see. That's why you believe in the existence of heaven and hell. You did not see it, but believe it blindly, as a mugu. As a mugu now. Believe, even if you don't see it, believe it. Caramel, I see you. Everybody now, people, all the people, they are all, everybody is now, they don't want to come and talk. You like me when you are, when they like black people when you are submissive, when you are under them. See the Arabs, the Europeans, they like you when you are under them. But if you try to be above them, they come against you. Follow. They need to lead you, you follow. That's what they want. Be the servant and not the master. Be the servant, not the master. Black people, you need to wake up. We lead you. We manufacture, you buy. If you be the consumer, not the manufacturer. They invent. You consume. They created the religion, and you become adherents of this religion. Follow the religion. You see Africans fighting each other, killing each other, unaliving each other because of religion. Religion that did not originate in Africa. You get to talk. You get to talk. Guys, if you are just joining me now, you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or you follow me on TikTok or on Facebook. You join me now, you can watch this broadcast on my YouTube page or on my Facebook page. See, let me tell you, I discovered one thing. Europeans, other race, don't want to be under black people. They don't want to be under any black person. They don't want to see you as the master. Till you live and die, you will not see a black pope. It's not going to happen. You don't ask yourself question. They don't want to bow down to the black man. Today, if they want to depict angels, they depict angels as white people and depict the devil as a black man with tail and horns on his head. You don't question things. Go to Africa and see how Africa they are worshiping the image of European woman they call Mary. Worshipping a statue made of stone and cement, sand and cement. They worship them. They call it, they see a molded image of European woman. They say it is Mary. Brainwashed people. They brainwashed you. Well, guys, you know how we do it here. Religious people will not like this broadcast. I'm coming back later in the day. I'm still having running nose, maybe because my fan is on. We're going to have a very good section later today. With this, I want to end this broadcast. This is my breakfast show. So I appreciate everyone that joined us. I spoke my mind, I spoke the truth. You better wake up. So guys, that is it. That's all for now. Plenty stories there. I'm coming out later today again. There are some things I'm going to say. When I come out, this story, I've not finished my broadcast. I've not finished. I'm just starting. I'm coming back later in the day. Because I'm having running nose. I don't know what I touched. I don't know what I touched. Friendly Gaming. When I finish Friendly Gaming channel, when I finish this broadcast, you can rewatch this program. You go back to my YouTube page and begin to watch it. You start watching it from the beginning. You watch from the beginning, then you will enjoy it. Friendly Gaming channel. You can. So that's it. Guys, see you later in the day. Yes. Joy 2, I see you. I want to continue with my broadcast, but my nose is running. So it's making me. Chambers said many has awakened. Let them wake. They don't need to sleep. They need to wake. They need to wake. Yes, so they need to wake. So I'm back. I'm back. Then I'm back. So guys, thank you guys for being part of this program. I'm here to create awareness. We are not fighting. So my back is getting better. I have therapy today. I want to go to water massage, bed massage, water bed massage. I have it in few one. I'm going to come back. When I come back, it takes only 12 minutes. I just need to, everything will be like 30 minutes, and then I'm back. So I just go lie on the water bed for 15 minutes, and then I go for back therapy again, and then I'm back again. That's it. So I've been doing the therapy for a very long time now. So, but the one I enjoy most is that waterbed massage. I lie down for 50 minutes. It really helps. It helps me for some time. Then, like some days, and then that's it. So, guys, well, that's it all for now. We're going to see ourselves later in the day. Analysis, okay. Okay, you made a comment. I didn't start reading the comments on time. Well, just be yourself. You must not follow another person's way of life or religion. Which God recommends you need to follow another people's way of life, another people's religion before you need to go to heaven. It's only when you follow another people's, the God, that is, if you follow your own tradition, the way of your ancestors, you go to hell. But when you follow another people's way of life, you go to heaven. That's bullshit. When I come out later, we're going to discuss on it. You need to follow another person. You need to go to pilgrimage in some place, another country. When I come back, you see Africans call another people's country Holy Land. And is your country cursed? The land of your forefathers is not holy. It is another man's country is holy. That is where God chose to walk. God did not choose to walk in your country. They met God. God went to their country. Their place is holy. That's where they met God. God did not come to your country. He forgot you. God forgot you. He forgot your ancestral land. He chose another people to go reveal himself there. So that place is holy land. The land where your ancestors dwelt on is not holy. No gets heard. I'll make videos. God that has to choose people he will visit. He doesn't want, why shouldn't he visit me? Visit my people. He has to choose people to visit. Their place is holy. My own land is not holy. I should be going to people who God consider his favorites. So we are not his favorites. That why, as if he's fair, as he went to those places you call holy land, he should come to us too. He should come to us now. As he spoke to them in that land you are calling holy, let him come and speak to us here. He should come to speak to us in Africa now. It's so that it will be now. He cannot treat the other people well, go reveal themselves. They are getting money from religious tourism. He should come to Africa and do the same. Talk to I'm a prophet too. Talk to us. So guys, see you all later. I'm coming back. You got it. Yes, now men think it. You see African people, holy land, holy land, holy land. Your father's land is not holy. So your father's land is cursed. God chose their place. He revealed himself in that place. He should come and reveal himself in Okporo now. He should come to Okporo and reveal himself. Then we know. Then all of you will be coming pilgrimage in Okporo. All of you will be coming pilgrimage in Okporo. That's it. You'll be paying transport from every part of the world, be coming to my village for pilgrimage. I'll be rich. There will be employment for everybody. Everybody will be rich. So, enough of this brainwashing. It has to stop. So guys, somebody is talking. Look at somebody said, if God would, how did the other people know that he visited them? The people you claim that are the prophets, how did they know that God visited them? So when he visit me, I will not know. You see how you are reasoning. He visited those people, and they knew that God visited them. When it comes to my turn, I will not know. Yeah, and I know you must be an African, a black man. You believe that God only visits white people. He visited white people. He did not visit African people. You got it. He did not visit African people. He has chosen a God that has chosen people. He's chosen people. A God that is partial. He has chosen people. You don't wake up. Who are we then? After now, you start to interpret it in another way. These are my chosen people. How can a God who created everybody have chosen people? This person now came. I don't need to respond. This person is not making any sense. It's not making any sense. I like intelligent people around me. When you ask intelligent person, when you make intelligent comments, learn from it. That's your comment. I did not get it right. You say, how did you see the mistake you made now? Joy. Listen, let me respond to Joy. See, Joy asked, how did her colonial master know? No. You see, that's what I call you, Joy, you call them colonial master. A people who colonized you are calling master. If you did nothing and they call you criminals, you are exalting colonial criminals. A people that came to your land and colonized you exalt. You see, Mele, you are not calling them criminals. They came there, they stole. You are calling them masters. And here, you did nothing and they call you criminal. You see, it's colonial African people. Even you say our colonial masters. See how you respect them. Colonial masters, your master. You see what I'm talking? Your master. I don't know what this person is calling me. You see what I mean? You are colonial master. And this is African mentality. Colonial master. If it were to be black people who colonized them, you will forever be called criminals, bandits, terrorists. If you try, even you did nothing, they call you, they label you what you are not. They use their media houses to call you criminals. African people, that inferiority complex, you still extol, you still exalt people that came to you, oppressed you in your land. They stole your mineral resources. You still call people that stole your mineral resources masters. You see it, you are colonial masters. Well, guys, let's bring this broadcast to an end. So, well, I'm going to come back later today for more programs. Some that wait for, somebody is liking, I should wait for 15,000 likes. That's why I'm waiting. I think C. Brown is a person said I should wait. He's sharing he's liking my program for 15,000 likes. That's why I'm waiting. Maybe it has gotten to 15,000 likes. So, but when I come back later today, I'm just want to go for my therapy. When I come back, we continue. So, guys, let me take a break, and I will be back later in the day. Okay? So take care of yourselves. Hope you enjoy the broadcast. You know how we do it here. We touch every area. So if you just joined us, you can rewatch this broadcast on Facebook and on YouTube. Somebody said it's time for me to help. How do you want my help? When I come back, make a request. If it is something I can help, I would gladly help you. I'm a human being. I always say here, man is God to man. So if you make a request, if it is something I can help you, I help you. If it is something I will give you advice or information, I do it. That's why I'm here. You got it. Well, guys, thank you. We are going to see ourselves later.